Now we come to the modern methods of the irrigation. The first one, sprinkler irrigation. Now it is the overhead irrigation which sprays the water through the nozzle that comes through the pipe under a excessive pressure. So the water, it goes out into the air and falls off to the ground as if the rainfall. The advantages is that it does not require any leveling of the land. It can be applied to even desert or the semi-desert type of the area. Erosion of the soil, it can be totally eliminated by it, and chemical and fertilizer application, they are easily used up. Water is saved. Then disadvantage, that non-distribution of the water, that is the initial cost of setting up the system is very high operating cost it is there. Saline water, it may cause the problem. Water, it should be free from all of the debris and the salt. A high waste of water is also seen. The next we have the drip irrigation, which is also known as the trickle irrigation or the micro irrigation. Now it is the method that saves the water and fertilizers, because the water through the pipes, it directly go through the roots of the plants. Now the advantages, it include that everything is saved: energy, labor, water, that is saved out. Then the problems of the diseases and the pest, that is saved out there. The increased level of production, that is also seen, along with the early maturity of the plants. Now the disadvantage, that the initial cost of setting up the system, overhead cost, that is very high. Then the wastage of the water, that is there, because sun can affect the tubes and the life of the pipe. Water clogging, that is also one of the disadvantage. The next one that we have is the bamboo drip irrigation method. Now particularly it has been used in the northeast India for last 200 years. Bamboo, they are cut across and joined with one another, and then the water, that is passed through it by the slow or the trickle or the drip method. Then what are the advantages of it? That the water, it is used at the maximum level. Leaching, it is reduced. Weeds are controlled of. Seed germinations, that is improved out. Now the disadvantage of the bamboo system, that the maintenance cost is very high, and after every 2 or 3 years the bamboo, it may rot. So the whole system, it requires to reset up again. So that is the major of the disadvantage of it. Next we have the water conservation programs. Now what is water conservation? It refers to the reduced use of the water and recycling wastewater for different purposes as the cleaning, manufacturing, agriculture and irrigation. Now why do we require water for? Because it is essential for all the forms of the life. Now agriculture sector requires it, industrial sector, it requires it, the domestic sector, it requires it. So water, it should be conserved. Other than, because if we are not conserving, then there will be no fresh water for drinking, for cleaning, or for watering of the crops, or for the industrial one. So we have to conserve the water. Coming to the topic of rainwater harvesting, the activity of collecting rainwater directly or recharging it into the ground to improve groundwater storage in the aquifer, which can later be used during the dry season. So in this method, the rainwater is collected on the rooftop and is directed to the tanks that are stored, maybe out of the house or maybe into the ground. The following of the slide, it shows the diagram of the rainwater or rooftop harvesting method. Now the groundwater, it is replenished, and the increase in its level, it is observed when through PVC pipes that goes underground, where the water tank, it is there, the water, it is collected when it is drained through the roof into the ground. Now what are the objectives of the rainwater harvesting? Recharging of the groundwater and raising its level, it is one. Then checking the rainwater from being polluted. Then in the dry season, to meet the demand of water, to reduce soil erosion, to reduce groundwater pollution. Those were the following objectives of the rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting advantages include The increase in the groundwater level and quality. Then it reduces the surface runoff water, reduces the soil erosion. It helps in reducing actually the water and the electricity bills too. It is very cost effective and easily affordable. And it also tends to improve the soil moisture level. The rainwater can be stored over here and it can be used till the next rainfall. Next we have the groundwater recharging. Now it is the increase of the natural groundwater, water that is found below the surface of the earth. As shown in the diagram over here, when the rainfall it comes, the water it seeps underground through the cracks and the pores. So water it gets collected over in the aquifers that is found below the ground. Now it is done by the way of pit recharge, or the trenches, or the wells, or the hand pumps. These were the following of the ground water recharging methods. Now children, with this we come to the end of the topic. On page number 164 of new book, point number 9, that is very important, the name of the state plus the name of the water harvesting technique used is given. Go through it, learn it, and as it is, go through whole of the chapter. Read the chapter very thoroughly. All the concept it should be clear to you. Go through the self-analysis question. Thank you.